Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Throws it to the right. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Boy, great throw here by the quarterback and a big gain here for Texas A&M's offense. A great route by the wide receiver and the ability to go up and make a play. Boy, they've had some great ones over the years.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Tight end goes in motion. Ball handed to the running back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. They'll feed the back again. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. He made it. 3 points on the board. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. They'll test the right side here. Breaks free. He's in the clear. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Scanning the field. It's leg way. And the pass is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Second down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Moves out of the pocket. And he makes the catch. Where was the coverage? And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught by the receiver. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Jackson. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Longhorns come up to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Texas.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Here comes a jet sweep. Look out, room to run here. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They call the draw play here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on 3rd down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Fighting off the defender.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And now the running back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Dropping back. It's Hawkins. He escapes the pocket. Extending the play now. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Well, this is one of the dangers of playing man-to-man coverage against a quarterback like this. Yeah, they cover everybody down, but without a spy on this quarterback, good job of him recognizing this running lane, just taking off. And with everybody with their backs to the quarterback, he picks up big yards.
Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw an option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, he makes the catch. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Gives it to the back. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The game makes it second and medium. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. On the move now. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires quickly to the left. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That is a really tough feeling for a receiver to be way downfield like that, ready for a big play, and just unable to connect with your quarterback. I'm sure they're going to go to the sideline, looking to call another shot downfield again here in a little bit.
Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. This drive starts in good position. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Boy, huge play here for Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Anais Smith most recently, going back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Third down play for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Looking downfield. It's Hawkins. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
Boy, we're just hearing this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. The Longhorns come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Delivers quickly to the left side. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. First down here for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Play action here on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Fires it to the wide out. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
With the catch, it's Jackson. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Signs the quick throw. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to scramble. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
So they get stopped trying to run the ball on 1st and goal. Now they take a sack here on 2nd down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on this defensive coordinator because right now the defense seems to have the upper hand.
Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the lead remains at 4 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. To throw, it's Hawkins. Throwing for his running back. Catch made on the left side. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
I like the call here by the offense coordinator. After the interception on the previous drive, you get your quarterback a nice, easy throw, something underneath. Try to get him back into rhythm. Let's see what he can do from here.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Fires it on the move. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles. They can get outside. And they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. First play of the second half is a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Moves out of the pocket. Looking deep down the left side. And it's, oh, man, what a catch. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Boy, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And, Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. They've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Close to the tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They're able to convert. Now it'll be 1st and goal at the 6.
What a great route here by this tight end on 3rd down. And the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on 3rd down? Of course, the tight end. And now we've got 1st and goal.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
The run to the left, trying to find Pater. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 24-yard attempt. Should be automatic. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Texas. And he takes this from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying for a 4th down completion. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the 2nd half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Handoff to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To the air. It's Lagway. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That's caught. It's Winston. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Just much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Trying to find some room. It's Gibson.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a man. Receiver makes the grab. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He's got it near the end zone. And he's down at the 3-yard line.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws.
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas A&M. Texas.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got room to run. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Anytime the offense can have any kind of success stretching the defense horizontally, it puts the defense in a really tough spot. They'll have to adjust to these types of motion plays going forward, because the more the offense can stretch you out, the more they can hit those vertical seams.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Defense is coming after him. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Calls it in outside the 10. He's still running. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. He makes the grab in the end zone. The 2-pointer gets him back within a field goal. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for his back. The throw complete to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. There's the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Lagway. Makes a quick grab. Refuses to go down.
How about that play call here, Chris?
Hurdling up and over. Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Open over the man. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
And that's going to be a 1st down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker
motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Hits into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The Aggies took a cash in this red zone trip. Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. He's running out of time here. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
And it's picked off in the end zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Pounding away with the run game. Gets some space and on the 30. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Finds room at the 30. Now here he goes. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
And they tack on the extra point. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out.
Texas.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Oh, the ball comes loose. And it's the kicking team making the recovery a special teams disaster.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Here's the second down play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. The pocket breaking down. Caught in the backfield. It's Gaines. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Quick catch over the middle. Muscles past the defender. The defense scoops it up. Football comes out. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Texas A&M. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Oh, my gosh. That looked like a great play. The receiver just drops the football. Clearly made the catch. The ball's on the ground, and how about the defense? Instead of just bouncing on it, they had the presence of mind to pick it up and go the other way for a touchdown.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're in pretty good position. It's a 2-possession game. Can they now put this game on ice? 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Looking for some space. It's Gaines. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26.
Love to see this with the lead late in the game. In the postseason, you got to trust your offensive line and your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris.